Okay, so we're gonna solve this problem that is quadratic in form. And the reason we say it's quadratic in form is because we can write this as x squared squared. And I'm gonna write this as 3x squared, just adding the parentheses. Because now that I write it this way, if I set u equal to x squared, then I'm going to replace this with a u. And I'm going to replace this x squared with u. Now it actually is a quadratic, okay? And I'm going to solve it, but then I'm going to have a little bit of extra work to go back and find x, because it's really x that we're looking for. So we're going to initially find u, which isn't going to be too much trouble because you're probably by now pretty proficient in doing this kind of thing. One of the things you would probably notice is that there is a minus sign, which tells us that this is a plus and this is a minus. And you'll probably also notice, well, since this is a 4, there are two ways to get a 4. One is a 4 times 1, and the other one is 2 times 2. But of course, 2 times 2 will never give us the 3 we need in the middle. So it's going to be a 4 and a 1. The only question is, do we want it 4 and 1 or 1 and 4? And I think with a little deductive reasoning, you'll figure out that it should be a 4 and a 1. Mainly because the outer and the inner have to give us that 3. Okay? So then we simply set each of those sides equal to 0. U plus 4 is equal to 0. We solve, so u is equal to -4. And then u minus 1 is equal to 0, so u is 1. And therefore, so I've got one more process to follow here. And I like to separate them. So I know that u is -4. That means that actually x squared is equal to -4. And since u is equal to 1, then of course x squared is equal to 1. Now, if I take the square root of both sides over here, then x is equal to √4. Sorry, let me try that again. It's hard to write on my tablet because it's not lying flat on the floor. Let me try one more time. That should be a square root. Close enough. Square root of 4 times the square root of -1, which is, of course, the square root of 4 is 2. Actually, plus or minus 2. And the square root of -1 is I. Over here, we just get the square root of both sides. So x is plus or minus 1. So we actually have 4 solutions to I. I'm going to use commas. Minus 2i, 1, and -1. So those are the 4 solutions for this 4th degree polynomial that is quadratic in form.